the 90s and early 2000s.
Is that how we're starting off the stream, by .nets versus .orgs versus .coms?
Yes, it is.
I
Hello,
suppose.
everybody.
Alright.
Little Caesars.
Hey man, I start the stream stupid every time, don't you know?
I was curious as to how that was starting. Um, but welcome back, everybody, to Dungeons and Dragons Night. So, last we left off, the group embarked upon a journey to a nearby island to receive an unknown package. A relatively large crate. Their journey there was relatively uneventful. They avoided some seafaring combat that might have come their way. They also avoided many perils as they went. However, on their way back, they encountered a few strange, mysterious things. One of which being a wild magic fog. Another one being a very strange, Nightwalker-esque creature of unknown origins, unknown descriptions. Where they hid under the water, some made it out a little better than others. Some might have slightly drowned.
Hey.
But, nonetheless, escaping through the fog, they find their way back to land, almost. A small ways out, the shore of the Tempest Call seems to be within their grasp. And it is there that we shall start for today. As the fog lifts, and you guys see the view of the Tempest Calling, is there anything you guys would like to do before you touch back to shore?
Do I see the Duchess ship?
You can give me a perception check if you wish. It is fairly far out, so you're uncertain.
Okay, I'll just wait.
The island itself is rather big, so you can see it from a fair distance, but you're still probably like 2, 3, maybe 4 hours out, depending on how fast you guys run.
I'm good. I'll just wait till we get closer.
Fair enough. Alright. So, as you all sit there upon the ship, so I'm assuming Cass, you're trying to look out towards the ship. You would be towards the front, yes?
Yep.
Alright. Nadina, where would you be on the ship?
Well, as the captain, I should be at the helm of the ship.
There, you would be where the wheel technically is. Morlin, where are you hanging out on this ship?
I will be looking off the back end.
So you would be about here. Alright. So, Nadina, you and your navigator Rock, standing at the wheel, the helm, making your way peacefully towards the Tempest Call. The ship swaying side to side, when suddenly you feel Rock kind of bump into you. And then again.
What, are you losing your sea legs already?
You look over to her and you see she's kind of eyes kind of glazed over, and you can see she's she's wobbling in more directions than just the seas, back and forth. And she collapses onto her hands and knees on the ship.
Oh, shite. Are you alright?
You see
Was it something I said?
bits of her mouth, flames seem to lick at her maw. You can see just towards like the back where the mouth connects to the head. Just
Oh, hell nah.
flicks of flames. Suddenly, she looks upwards and breathes out this blast of flame into the air. You feel the heat, and it almost goes up and around her and starts to envelop her in this small circle. You have to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Alright. Excuse me for one moment. I didn't think I would need these for this second. Okay.
I would say she's close enough to you for this, where you need to try to dodge this flame
23.
that suddenly erupted.
23.
23. You back up some. You
What
take
in the
one.
nine hells are you
You
doing?
take 1 point of fire damage as it kind of catches your arm some, and the flame kind of starts to encase her, enveil her, and she. You can see her start to cough, and through this veil of fire, you can see something start to protrude from her mouth, and she reaches up and rips out this long, kind of flame-encased blade that seemed to come out of her stomach. You see her take the blade and she separates it into two pieces. One, this long sword that kind of seems to sizzle around the edge, and this small, kind of almost short sword dagger that seems to be completely made out of flame. And then you see the flames around her start to swirl faster and faster and faster. And they start to form in front of her, and you start to see this wisping, almost human-like entity start to form as the flames are erupting from her mouth.
That's when I draw a teacher. What do you think you're doing?
You say this and she... The eyes kind of look towards you. Hello there. Oh, you're not the one we're looking for. And it's now that you see her scales that cover her body start to crack and separate. And this ooze starts to come out of them that looks like magma. You can see it red and crackling throughout her body. But they're here. Oh, they are. Now, where are they? And it's now that you see this flame entity form in front of Rock. And she whips towards you, blade in hand. What's your armor class?
14.
14. You being kind of prepared, you step back some, the blade, the tip of it just careening off your armor. Let's take out the interference. Morlin,
Combat.
you would be close enough to this to see the flame start to erupt, but as it subsides, you kind of just see nothing else up on the small, slightly raised hell.
I'm going to go up and see what's going on.
It is at this point, then, that I need everybody to roll initiative.
It's D20, yeah?
D20 plus your initiative modifier, yes.
Well, at least we're getting that out of the way early on something stupid.
16.
Alright.
I have advantage, so do I roll twice, or what's that mean?
I don't think you have advantage
Yes.
on initiative, do you?
There's an A next to it.
Yeah, so you would roll twice for that. I'm curious as to what gives you advantage. Alright, so Cass has a 16.
Well, 10.
That
both
might be one
times.
of her blood maledicts, so...
Oh, it could.
Well, 10 to both times doesn't matter, so...
Morlin has a 10. Nadina, what did you roll?
I rolled a natural 1,
Oh, fun.
for a total of 5.
Alright. It's now that you see Rock kind of stand up some. The jaw seems to have dislocated some. You can see tendons kind of breaking and tearing at the base. The smile, toothy and unnatural for the Dragonborn, almost curls upwards. Let's see. What we got here? And Rock's going to take one swing at you with the large kind of... It looks like it should be a steel blade, but it's burnt and cindered, and you can see parts of it that have oxidized and parts of it that have like become that rainbow hue from excessive heat, and the edges of it kind of spark. The first strike is a 22 to hit.
No, that doesn't hit. Yeah, of course it hits.
You see the first strike.
Hold on. 1 second. I'm gonna have silvery barbs take effect.
Oh, alright. Also, for those of you that don't have it up, we are in Roll 20. I put up the map for this.
Got it.
Did you?
Yeah. Roll with the
You might have to
disadvantage,
move
please.
us.
Alrighty.
Oh no, we're on the boat, right?
You are on the boat. I rolled better that time than the first time. So it's still the
Motherfucker.
22.
Okay.
You take
Well,
7 points of slashing damage as the first blade cuts across your chest, along with another 3 points of fire as it kind of seals over.
ouch!
Then she's going to take her second, kind of smaller blade. That is an 11. That one doesn't hit. And she dashes out forward with it, and you dodge back again. And it's at this point that you see the flame kind of entity kind of come up to you and grabs the side of your head. That is a natural 20.
Are you trying to kill me?
So, you take 12 points of fire damage as it sears its
wonderful.
fingers into your head, and you can feel the impressions start to dig into your skin.
I'm at a whopping 2 HP.
With that, though, it is... Cass, you are up. You can't really see what's happening. You heard some noise and you felt the flames and you kind of saw the end of it, but you're unsure as to what's happening exactly up there.
Okay. So, this is downstairs?
No, this is
Or-
upstairs on the slightly raised platform. It's like 3 or 4 feet raised platform where the helm is, but you are at the front of the ship currently.
Okay, so I don't see any of this stuff going on.
You weren't aware of what's happening necessarily. At this point, if you turn around, you can see like bits of this kind of flame, so it just looks like the ship's on fire currently. But you did not see Rock just slash out at Nadina as it's blocked by this flame-like creature.
Okay, so I'll turn around and look at what's going on.
Alright, you should have control of your character, by the way.
Yep, I'm looking. So I don't know what the heck's going on here, right?
No, at the moment, it just looks slightly like the ship is on fire.
Hmm.
You said you were looking out towards sea, so you felt some heat, and you kind of looked around back when you felt the heat, but you didn't see much after that.
I'm just gonna... How many? 5 feet, right? 1, 2...
So you can move up to 6 squares, if you haven't already.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up here and be next to Burr.
Alright. It's now that you get closer, you can see that this flame is kind of like this wispy, kind of human-esque figure.
I can see it.
You can see that the flame is this humanoid-esque figure, and you see it kind of embedding its hands into Nadina's head at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't look good. Let me see here. What can I do? Magic missile.
Literally anything.
Lord.
Magic missile, and let me see. I don't have my D4 handy, so I'm just gonna do
So
this.
roll your what level magic missile?
Level 1.
Level 1? Alright.
I'm just doing D&D Beyond and praying for the best. Okay, so 4 times 3, so 12.
12 points. You see the magic missiles hit the creature, and bits of the flame kind of puff out and then reabsorb. And it looks at you. With that, Morlin, you are up. You, also kind of blocked by the flame, see this creature kind of searing into Nadina's head. With your passive perception, you wouldn't have noticed Rock past the flame striking out at Nadina. At the moment, it just looks like this flame creature.
Alright, so I'm gonna go up to it.
Alright, so you should have control of your character as well. I believe I did that properly.
Okay. So, is that... Can I go here, or is that fire?
So where are you trying to go?
Right in front of the fire.
So, no, you can go there, as long as it's not in the same space. So you have
Okay.
1, 2... It would probably use about 15 feet of your movement.
Okay.
You're kind of at the bottom of the stairs there, but it's small enough where you can still reach up without any major issues. It's not a very large landing or ship.
Okay. So I am going to... I'm going to use my, claws to... I'm gonna use my claws to slash at it.
Alright. So roll to attack with your claws.
Oh! 2!
That is a miss. The slate raised does impose a problem, it appears.
Oh no!
You didn't think it was going to, but the slate incline, you kind of reach up and you're like, oh, I need to step up a couple. Alright, anything else on your turn, Ms. Bear?
I'm gonna try again.
You're gonna use your bonus
Excuse me
action
for
to
half a second. I just
swing
felt
again?
something twinge in my neck.
Alright. Bonus action, swing again.
And miss.
Couple more steps up. Okay, I got it. Maybe next time. Alright. Nadina, you are up.
I got it! I got it! I don't got it.
I'm gonna go up 2 steps. Nope, okay, 2 more steps. Oh, dang it, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna... Since I just got absolutely annihilated on this turn, I am going to cast a second level Cures on myself.
You
So that I
cut out
don't
there slightly
die.
for me. Your second level what? Cure wounds?
I am using a second level Cure Wounds so I don't die.
Go for it.
Because, ow! I have 2 HP! Oh, you are a whore. Double whore! What a waste! This is where Nadina dies. That's total 6.
Alright, so you quickly cast the magic. You thought you enchanted enough, but you kind of shorten it to make sure you get enough healing, and it kind of sinks in a bit, but doesn't seem like it grabbed hold fully. Alright, anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Cry.
Cry?
I rolled 2 ones. I literally rolled the worst healing that I possibly could have.
Alright. Anything else, or is that the end of your turn?
Actions.
You have
No,
your bonus
I'll-
action, yes.
I will inspire Kaz, and I will say, do something before this thing burns me to death!
You're gonna... Wow. I'm offended. Okay. I
Alright.
see how it is.
I can only inspire one person.
So,
And if Kaz can get a decent amount of damage with inflict wounds, then it'll work rather well in our favor.
alright. So, is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn. I can't do anything else.
It's now that you see Rock kind of holding these 2 kind of ethereal, flame-like blades, and the head snaps and spins. You hear the bone break. Oh, there he is! Let's go say hi. And Rock is going to leap from the balcony towards Cass.
Huh? What?
Oh, so this is your beef.
What's going on? I'm so confused right now.
I would say, Nadina, you can get you can use your reaction if you wish to do a opportunity
cannot.
attack.
No, I cannot.
Why?
If you recall, I used silvery barbs.
Your turn just passed, though.
Oh, this is true. Well, okay then. I will take my opportunity attack then. That. It's a 19 on the die.
That will hit.
Where were you when I needed you earlier?
Not there.
Not.
Alright.
That is 4 plus 4 damage.
4 damage? Alright, you...
Nope. 8 damage total. 4
Eight.
plus 4.
8 damage. You sink Teacher in as Rock's running. She just ignores it and just rips the blade out as she steps on the ledge and leaps over and lands in front of Cass. Hello, child. And she's going to double slash with the 2 blades. The first one being a 25 to hit, Cass.
Yeah. Yeah, that hits.
So you take 8 points of slashing damage and 1 point of fire damage. The blade cuts across your chest.
Wait, hold on. I'm resistant to fire. So
In this case, because it is 1 point, you would not take any of the fire damage.
woo! Only 8 damage.
The second blade kind of spins around and goes to make the X slash mark. That is... That is a 16 to hit.
Yep. That hits, alright.
You take 3 points of fire damage, reduced down to 1 because you're resistant.
Okay. Okay.
She's
So,
going
this
to
is Rock?
action surge.
This is Rock here.
This is Rock. You just saw Rock, who you did not know
I
was
didn't
attacking.
get an opportunity attack.
Nope, because she landed in front of you. It's only if she leaves your range. She literally just leapt
Damn.
past Nadina, leapt off the railing, like superhero landed in front of you, and on the way up she double slashed. Like I said, she's now going to action surge, and she's going to attack you again with the large blade. That is a 13 to hit.
Yep.
Alright. Ooh. That is 12 points of slashing damage, and 3 points of fire damage reduced down to 1.
So, total of what? 13. I'm a dead boy.
And, oh, you're unconscious?
Yep.
You guys just see Rock leap over, slam down onto the ship, and goes... Ship kind of bounces up and down, and you see Rock just... 3 slashes as Cass falls. Ah, yes. Now be a good child and come back home. Rock looks back at you guys. I can end this. Let me take this one and I leave your lives. If not... let us see what you can do. The fire entity is going to float down besides Rock. And is going to make an attack on Morlin. Morlin, what's your AC?
It is... What did I do to her? 17.
17. You see the fire and she kind of try to swipe at you as it flies past. And you kind of just barely move out of the way. The fur on your chest kind of singes. But with that, Cass, please give me a death saving throw.
Hold on, what? Death saving throw?
He is unconscious
What did
from
I
that.
miss?
15.
15? That is,
Nice.
that is 1 success.
Yep.
Alright. Morlin, you are up.
Alright, let's get this bitch under control. First, I'm gonna look at her and say, what the hell's going on, lady?
You see the jaw and the tendons that connect it kind of snap even more. The bones in her arms kind of breaking. Ah, yes. I guess you're not going to let us leave.
I just asked a question. I didn't say you couldn't go, I just asked a question.
You see, like...
Are you attacking my friend?
You see, like, the creature just, like, looking at you, kind of breaking and refixing fingers on Rock's hand, kind of Tokyo Ghoul style, just. What would you like to do, Morlin?
Again, I ask, what's going on? Why
Yeah,
aren't you answering my questions? Tell me what you did to my friends.
that was the response you got. Any more than that, and I'm gonna have to consider it your action for the turn instead of the free action.
Fine. I am going to attack her with my claws.
You're gonna attack Rock or the flame entity?
The flame entity.
Alright. Take your swing at the flame entity. The flame entity, by the way, wasn't the one that responded. It was Rock in this kind of demented... And now that you Morlin, get to see close up, Rock's eyes seem to have blackened and darkened, and you can see bits of, like, this magma blood kind of running down the cheeks. The scales are cracking out more and more, almost like separating pieces of land, as more of the kind of like pustule magma starts to spray out from them. And each time, like, the entity cracks and breaks, you see more bits kind of snap.
Am I allowed to change and attack Rock?
You may attack Rock if you wish.
Alright, so I rolled a 5.
That is a miss.
Alright, I'm gonna roll again. Ooh, 2.
2? That is also a miss. Alright, so... Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Back away as far as I can.
Alright.
Run!
They're both going to get an opportunity attack on you if you leave their ranges, by the way.
Oh, crap. Okay. Then no, that's it.
Alright, so... with that, it would be Nadina, you are up.
Well. I'm blasting off a lot of spells here. But...
Az is unconscious.
yeah. Taz, wake your bitch ass up. I'm gonna use a healing word on it.
Alright.
Damn, these heals are not good today. That is a 5.
That is a 5. Cass, you wake up and you see this entity above you. The cracked skin, leaking this magma-looking pus. The eyes kind of blackened and widened, the mouth snapping and breaking. When she hit you, she did not look this terrifying, but this nightmare is now above you as you come to consciousness.
I'm going to take a running leap, and I'm going to attack the flame entity.
Alright.
Like, I'm going Dark Souls plunge attack.
Go for it. So you climb up onto the ledge. You would technically land off to the left here because there's not enough space for you right there.
Natural
But
20.
Natural 20?
Yep.
Alright. Roll your damage with Teacher.
Oh, yeah. That is a total of 22.
What, 22 damage?
Uh-huh.
You guys
Roll a
see...
7 and an 8.
You guys see Nadina run up, leap over the side, and take Teacher, the rapier, and stab downwards. The flames start to burn up her arms. You did make contact with a melee attack, so you do take 2 points of fire damage as you're kind of digging the blade into the entity, and you rip a large portion of the fire out, and it brings it back in. The fire entity is looking fairly hurt there.
I yell, "Get your hands off me, Crouch!"
For that attack, Nadina, teacher is going to give you a D4 inspiration roll for any of your next attacks, hits, or saving throws.
Nice.
Alright. It is at this point, I mean, you can see Rodin in the small underneath area, kind of cowering in the doorway.
Oh, poor Rodin.
He... What is Rodin gonna do? Because you've just landed in front of this poor creature. You know what, Rodin's gonna cast the Cure Wounds on you at first level. Rodin's gonna give you 11 points of healing, Nadina.
Oh, thank Christ. Yeah. Quick wash.
Alright. Rock is going to spin around and be a good child and sleep there. We'll be reunited soon. And it's going to turn to Morlin. That is a 21 to hit, Morlin.
That
It's swinging its blades at you, as you are currently contesting it, and that is a 21 to hit, which I believe hits you.
That's against my armor class?
Yep.
That hits.
12 points of slashing and 4 points of fire as this blade rips across, cuts just under... Ooh, I hit my mic. Cuts just underneath the chin and up the cheek to the side of the ear.
You said 12 points of damage plus
So
the 4...
12 points of
two.
slashing and 4 points of fire. And then the second blade is also going to hit and do an extra 3 points of fire damage.
Oof. That's it. This bitch going down.
The flame entity is going to try to strike out at you, Nadina, with a 13 to hit.
Nope.
The flame entity kind
At this time,
of reaches out.
glorified candle.
Glorified candle. And you see the entity kind of reach out, and it doesn't quite make contact. With that, Cass, you are on the ground, hurt, burned, but you are alive. It is your turn.
Oh, jeez. Well, am I still inspired?
I believe you lose that when you go unconscious.
I was gonna say, I think you lose that if you went down.
You are currently on your back.
I will double
You're
check,
not
but I'm
you're in
90% sure that's how it works.
So, can you describe Rock for me?
So
Like,
Rock,
what
at
is...
the moment, where her mouth, the tendons where her maw meets her head, are ripped and torn. You can see bits and pieces holding on to dear life. Holes are kind of forming there as the mouth is overextending past what it can. Her scales are kind of cracking almost like land, and you can see this dark, reddish-black, kind of magma-looking... You're not sure if it's pus or fire or actual magma is kind of just leaking from her. Her body is constantly just cracking and breaking in different directions, and you can hear the bones snap and then re-hit into place. And her eyes are this kind of blackened, almost charcoal-looking, like the red embers of charcoal at the end of like a bonfire. Kind of the slight glow, and it's kind of dripping down her face.
According to rules as written, do not lose your bardic inspiration if you're conscious. It just lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought that you lose it, but apparently not.
I
There's
think
nothing
it's
in
if
the rules
you
saying that
go
you lose it.
unconscious, but I'm not sure.
Like I said, according to the rules as written, there is nothing that says that you lose it upon going unconscious or dying.
Yeah, fair.
So all it says is it lasts for 10 minutes.
Fair enough. But yes, so you are still inspired, Cass. You are on the ground, and this horror magma rock entity is above your head.
The power of Christ compels you! Does it do anything? Yeah,
Doesn't seem like it. Also the wrong deity.
There's no Christ in D&D.
Okay.
Christ,
well,
who's that? Some kind of fucking zombie wizard?
So,
Anyway.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in between here, the two of these things.
Yep, so half your movement to get up, and then you're gonna shift to the side.
Yep, and I'm gonna use a twin spell and inflict wounds on both rock and the flame thingy.
Interesting. Alright, go for it. Roll to hit rock first.
Okay. Well. Oh, okay. Well, that didn't roll right. But I'm gonna take it, but it rolled over a chord. So this one is 13.
13 does not hit.
Okay.
You go to reach out and touch rock, and she grabs your hand and goes,
Well, wait.
God.
I'm favored by the gods. I use my favored by the gods. And roll again.
Alright.
Well, actually, I have to roll a 2d4. So I was 13. So I rolled 2d4 to see if I can hit it. I rolled 5.
So 18 total?
Yes.
That will hit.
Hopefully this is worth it. Okay. Let's see. D10. Where's my D10? What does the D10 look like again? The top?
Yeah, it's kind of like the
Spinning top.
diamond-looking top.
Okay, cool. That's not a good start. Okay. So, 20 damage. I give the nice slap of death to Rock.
You slap the jaw, and you see the jaw dislocate. The parts of the jaw that are hanging on just kind of snap, and you see the jaw just hanging there kind of limply.
Nice. I was hoping to knock her out, but... Alright, so roll for the next guy.
You may roll for the flame entity, yes.
Remember, your 1d6 Gardic Inspiration could be useful.
Is that to add to attack rolls?
Attack
or...
roll.
Oh, I could have used that
Attack
instead of
rolls,
the...
ability checks, and saving throws.
Okay. Well, I just did 16 plus 6 step to hit.
That will hit the flame entity.
Woo! Alright, here we go. Okay. And I do 16 damage.
You see the flame entity kind of absorb the black energy. The flames kind of turn black themselves for a second. And it kind of shakes and wobbles, but it is still there. You also take 2 points of fire damage as you reached out and the flames kind of shot up your arm.
Resistance? No.
That was with your resistance.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have clarified that.
2 damage, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Rock is going to use her retaliatory strike, by the way, to hit you. If she does. That is an 18. Yes, that will hit. For 8 points of slashing damage and...
Out again.
1 point of fire damage. As the blade slashes back at you.
I'm dead again.
Alright, that is her vengeful assault. But with that, Morlin, you are up.
I am going to go after the fire demon thingy.
Go for it.
Right. Just to clarify, I roll my d20 and then roll to attack, yeah?
So you roll your d20 to see if you hit. Alright, what's your roll?
Let me roll.
Because D&D Beyond sucks.
14.
14. That will just hit it.
Okay. Nope.
Alright. What'd you roll for damage?
Oh, did you know? I said 6.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear it. 6? So you, by the way, take 2 points of fire damage as the flame kind of singes hair off of your arm as you reach out and grab it. But with this final slash, you kind of... almost like you're just blowing out a candle. Just... and the flame entity disappears into its ash on the ground. I need everybody to give me a dexterity saving throw, besides Cass, who is unconscious.
23.
23?
Yep.
21.
21? Alright. So... Cass. You fail 2 death saving throws. Morlin, you take 7 points of fire damage. Nadina, you also take 7 points of fire damage.
Ow.
So, but Cass, because you are unconscious on the ground, you instantly fail 2 death saving throws as the fire entity kind of collapses to the ground and explodes outwards.
Ouch.
Rock failed her saving throw, so she takes the full 14, and you see her kind of fall to the ground.
Sorry, were you talking to me?
I was. You failed 2 death saving throws as the fire entity explodes.
What? Excuse me?
Yep.
I leave for 2 seconds.
Hey, you all clustered around the fire entity.
Well,
Um,
are we out of combat? We're out of combat.
Rock seems to have fallen to the ground at the moment. You are unsure.
I say
we
we
still have an
tie
initiative.
her up. And... I say we tie her up for the time's sake, because who knows what the hell that
Well,
was.
It is currently Nadina's turn.
I'm gonna use my second and final second level spell slot to use Cure Wounds on Kaz.
So you're not in range of Kaz for Cure Wounds.
I'm not.
No.
Oh, I'm
He's
sorry.
trying to kill me!
I mean,
He's
technically,
trying to nerf me!
I
technically
currently
this
don't
fire
have
is
control of
gone.
my token.
Oh, really?
So I didn't get any resistance there
Well, it says
From
you
the-
should. Well,
from the
so
explosion?
I can move him for you. You're trying to move him just next
Yeah,
to
just
him?
move me into range of Kaz.
Alright.
Yeah.
So that would move you into range there.
Okay. That's 7. That is 4. That is 15 damage healed to Kaz. May I use a healing word from Rock?
So you've already done Cure Wounds for this round.
Right. Are we using the second level or lower rule if it's a bonus action?
So bonus action would only be a cantrip.
Okay. Fair enough.
But Kaz,
I-
you
I don't have a...
come back from the brink again. With that, it is Rock's turn. And you
How
see,
much health did I get? Sorry?
15.
you
Oh,
see
thank goodness.
Rock almost puppetry-like kind of stand up again, and the jaw snaps back into place. One last final fire breath, which is going to be directed at Morlin. And it would catch Nadina as well, so I need a dexterity saving throw from you two.
— 16.
16 and 18. Alright. There's first. Alright, so you do succeed, but you guys...
I think she
Alright.
rolls 2d6 for breath weapon or something.
Well, that's unpossessed rock.
Wonderful.
Wait, so she's still possessed?
Apparently.
So you two both take 5 points of fire damage as this final burst of almost magma-like fire leaps out of her mouth, and she collapses to the ground unconscious. You see her scales start to
Is she unconscious or is she dead?
At the moment, she seems to be unconscious, but you're unsure. But I will say, for this moment, we are out of combat.
Okay. My final spell slot, I will use a cure.
Wait,
Um,
I'll kill wounds. I got plenty of spell slots. Don't you waste yours, mate.
And twin spell me too because I got 3 HP.
That's what I was planning to do.
So who are you casting on?
So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on both, the unconscious
Nadina and
person.
Morlin.
So right now, the people who are unconscious are Rock and Morlin, who are both making death saving throws currently.
Oh,
I'm your teammate, bruh.
wait, you both are. This is my last twin spell, so I have to think wisely here. I'm going to use it on Moreland and Nadina because I don't really trust Rock right now. So
She has failed her first saving throw then.
oh jeez, okay, right. So let me do this healing stuff. Where the hell is my healing spell? There it is. Okay. So do you want me to roll twice or just take
So
the
for this,
first
we'll
one?
just say the healing does the same
Well,
amount
for-
to both of them.
Okay.
The rolling twice is mainly if it's an attack spell, because you're trying to hit both of them at the same time with it. This one, they're kind of just letting it happen.
Jesus, that D&D game sucks for me sometimes. Once it roll a real D8. Nice! Fucking about time. 12.
12. Both Morlin and Nadina gained 12 points of healing.
Hallelujah.
Morlin, you wake up on your back, singed and burned, and...
I will still use my cure wound.
Alright. You're using your cure wounds on...
The unconscious rock, yes.
Alright.
Wait, why are we healing Rock?
We don't want her to
Rock is
come
my
back
friend.
dead.
That's why.
I understand that, but she also just attacked us.
Obviously possessed by whatever the fuck that was. Now that it's gone, she should be fine. I hope.
Alright. So how much are you curing wounds rock for?
7.
7?
Yes.
The wounds seem to close up, her scales seem to be returning to normal. She doesn't quite awaken, but she seems stable.
See, what did I tell you?
Can we get to the island before more shit happens? We have that thingy in our basement still. Or in the
we
bottom.
do. And it is also dark, isn't it?
It is getting to the cusp of twilight. You can see just it's starting to dim the island that was in the distance. You guys lost a lot of speed because in order to maneuver properly, some of you have to be rowing the ship, which attributes to some of your maximum speed. Well, by the time you make it to the island, it will more than likely be nightfall.
I'm going to take a short rest.
Alright, is there
For the
anything else
moment,
you
I
guys
would
would
say-
like to do?
I would suggest that we tie up Rock just for the time being. If only to make you feel better.
That's what I've been saying!
Then do it. I'm not stopping you. I just wanted to make sure she didn't die. I have a ship to steer.
I could use some help.
Rodin will use his last cure wounds on Rock as well.
Jeez Louise.
Alright, so... Ship slightly... battered and
Representation.
burned. You're gonna fix the kind of scorch marks that happened all around the ship?
Yeah.
I would say clean
I'm having
them
this
up
ship
some.
painted.
It's not mending, so it doesn't necessarily fix them, but it will clean up some of the ash and some of the debris that's happened. But there's still the scorch marks. Anything deeper than, like, surface level.
It's okay. At least it looks good.
Our ship is half black right now.
You know, at least it's one color.
I mean, you're
is
slowly
true.
starting to make it a singular color through different means, whether it's scorched burning or, you know, ink spewed out of unknown parts of the body.
And for the record, no, I'm not calling this ship the Black Pearl, so get the idea out of your head now.
Huh?
Alright,
That's fine.
so,
Let's get to the island, get our gold, and figure out what the hell's wrong with this dragon bone.
with that, so you're tying up Rock, Morlin?
Yes.
Do you have rope to do so?
If not, she can borrow mine.
Someone's rope got cut in half, I don't know whose, but someone's got
I
cut in
can
half the
put
first
her
time.
in my cube.
No, you may not.
She'll be safe there.
Extra dimensional spaces make me suffocate.
Are you
That's
sure?
not happening. I'm positive. That's why you are not allowed to stay in the bag of holding. You last for like a minute.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I have rope.
Alright, in that case it is easy enough as she is unconscious.
Then I am going to take a short rest.
I have a meeting with Telgan.
Alright.
How do I do a short rest on D&D Beyond?
Should be up at the...
You see that campfire button?
Yes.
Okay,
I
click
clicked that and it came up with... Okay,
Should say
so I
short or
click
long
that.
rest.
There it is.
There you go.
It didn't give me any health.
That's because you do not get health back on a short rest.
Well, you can roll dice
Unless
on
you
a short
roll hit
rest.
dice.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. That's what I want to do.
So we roll. we're
Well, then
doing
roll
short
some
rest
hit
real
dice.
quick?
You
What is-
guys can roll a short rest if you would like.
What is that? Do we
Is that
even
just
get any?
D1?
We don't get spell slots back or anything, do we?
No. Not unless you're a warlock.
Not on a short rest.
Yeah, I'll just-
Not unless you're a warlock.
Yeah. Oh, is
None of
that
us
a
are warlocks.
D20?
No, so
Nope,
it depends on each character.
10.
What's that?
Hey, I get my favorite by the gods though back.
You roll a d10 for your hit dice, so and you have up to 3 of them, and you can only spend half, I think, on a short rest, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's half rounded up. So roll away.
So in D&D Beyond it says hit dice 1d6 plus 2, total 3. What do I do there? Do I just
1d6 plus 2. You add 3
one?
back to your.
Yeah, so you would roll like a 1d6 and then add 3 to that for your short rest health.
Okay.
11 for me.
Wow. Nice.
Alright, but a few hours later, as the sun dips below the waterline and night falls, stars start to come out, you do make your way back to the Tempest's Calling. And as you approach the dock manager sees you guys and, you know the drill. 5 gold.
Pardonnez-moi, but I believe last time it was.
You cut out for me, Joe. What?
I said pardonnez-moi, but I believe last time it was 3. You ain't fleecing me, bud.
I think he's raising his prices every time we come here.
I do believe you're right.
How is that?
Listen, you want to dock here or you want to swim to shore?
Oh, I want to dock here, but I'm not paying 5 gold. That's extortion.
Then you
You
can't
got
dock
3
here.
last time, and I'm paying you 3, and you should be happy for that.
5 gold.
Not gonna
Here.
happen.
I'm gonna
Here's
jump
5
off.
gold. Let's just get this shit on the road.
I'm gonna
5
jump
gold.
off the ship and attack him.
No. Chill out.
Too late.
No, it's not too late.
You're attacking the dockmaster?
No,
I'm attacking
I'm
the
rolling to
dockmaster.
restrain.
Alright, so... a lot of things are going to happen simultaneously here. Make an attack roll against the dockmaster.
Why are we fucking attacking people again?
We're not supposed to fight on the island. Did you not learn anything from me?
It's a nat 1.
Oh, glorious.
Alright, at the same time,
Oh,
I need
on
you
their
to make a contested strength saving throw to try to restrain Morlin at the same time. So,
Okay.
roll your d20s, add your strength modifiers.
I got... No, just the standard strength. Okay. I got 16. Woo!
And Morlin?
Can I get some help, Nadina? Maybe that'd be a good idea. We don't want another incident.
So I roll 2.
Yes, you roll 2. It's a contested strength throw to see if the Kaz can actually
Sure,
restrain you.
I will throw my weight into it as well.
Is it just my d20?
d20 plus your strength modifier.
How do you want to handle that?
11.
11. Kaz, you kind of stop her just
You're
in
good.
time. And it's a good thing, because you notice as soon as she lunged, as soon as Morlin lunged, you see 4 people pull out weapons. You see one person across the dock pull out what looks to be almost like a flintlock pistol, which the only other person you've seen with these would have been Rayla on her ship the first time, and is now pointing it at your party. And you see the dockmaster has these kind of clawed gauntlets at the end. The gloves he wear kind of have these small protruding claws, and he's now in like this fighting stance.
Don't mind the bear. They just tripped her out the ship. That's all.
Tripped my ass. 7 gold.
Are you fucking kidding me?
On top of the 5.
I think you should pay the man, Morlin.
I ain't paying shit. It's not my fault he's being ridiculous.
He signals to one of the people behind him. Go tell the Empress they're causing trouble.
Wait, here you go. Just take the gold. Forget that this happened. Let's move on from our life, okay?
Takes the gold from you, and you wonder why I keep increasing it every time you enter my docks.
Hey, I'm learning my lesson.
Not our fault you're a piece of shit.
Hey!
Next time you dock, it's 10 gold.
Hold. I'm about to frickin' do something I'm
about to fucking ghost this dockmaster. Every time I fucking dock in this place, I get an increase. And last time, I didn't even do anything. Just
It's
5
okay.
gold.
We're about to get some money. We're about to get money. We just need to
I'm not paying this dickhead 10 gold every time. This is bullshit.
Hey, you guys keep causing trouble with him. It would have been a consistent feat, but every time you guys dock, you cause some sort of trouble on his dock.
I didn't cause shit to get 5, it was 3.
It was 3, it was then 4, and then 5, because every time you guys cause trouble, he keeps raising the price. You guys keep causing the trouble on his dock. And now you've tried to physically assault him.
No, it wasn't physical assault. I told you, the tripped from the ship. Anyways, let's get this thing sold. Can we have someone pick this up for us or something, or do we need to carry it?
I think this guy's reasonable. He's charging you extra gold every fucking time when it should be 1. He's not reasonable at all.
Well, I know he's not reasonable, but
and the next time one of you fucks up, I'm throwing you off the ship permanently. Just let that be known. Now I'm getting pissed. It's cutting into my fucking finances here.
But let's go get some finances and sell this cage thingy.
12 gold is coming out of your fucking allowances.
Well, I paid it.
Casting paid this time.
I paid all the gold here.
You're making me look like an arse, both of you.
What? I'm trying to help.
And I do appreciate it, which is why I'm not taking 12 gold from you. Now babysit the bear.
In fairness, the first person that insulted him was Rock.
I know. And don't think I haven't forgotten.
Alright, so, what are you lot doing?
I have a meeting at the Paladin team.
Alright.
Yes, we want us to take that to the, gets paid!
Alright.
Which is why I'm going to Telgen. So I can get paid.
It is easy enough to make your way to the Palanquin. However, this late at night, you do not see Telgen.
God damn it. Too much lollygagging.
Okay, so, should we give it to the next in charge? Let me see, I think I know who then. No?
No, we're staying on the ship, guarding it for the night.
Yeah. Take some long rests. That might not be a bad idea. Take turns guarding the thingy-majiggy-jag.
Yep. Alright,
like
so you are all returning to the ship to take a long rest for the night?
Yep. Alternating guard shifts.
Alright. Who is taking first watch then?
I will, because I
I'll do
want
it.
to. Oh, okay. Fine, I don't care.
Alright, so roll me a perception check for your watch.
Copy that.
Can I take a long rest so when it's my time to watch?
So long rest is uninterrupted, so if your guys are switching out watches, you don't get the long rest until after the watches are done.
Okay.
11.
11? I mean, you hear the dredge in full swing, quite a bit down the road. Seems fairly peaceful. You do hear in your head, well, that was an interesting trip.
That it was.
I must say you are perhaps the most exciting person I've traveled with in a while.
Danger seems to follow me at every turn. What can I say?
The danger's not really the issue.
No, it's the company I keep. They're
Well,
frustrating.
I would say
It's costing me money.
money is a material object. It is not the be-all, end-all.
Says you, I need money to eat.
Fair. I forget. It's been I don't know how many years since I've been put in here, so you forget to sometimes mortal beings need to eat. I must say, though, that strike you did on the ship.
Oh, the plunging attack. I
Was,
pulled that one out of my yard.
It was well executed, if not a little sloppy.
Oh, come now. That was probably one of the best moves I've ever done.
It was a compliment. But, what do you say we begin training?
What, now?
You have anything better to do?
Yeah, guard this, whatever this is, from those two morons as well as anyone else trying to pilfer it.
Yeah, with you and me here both keeping an eye out, I imagine it should be easy enough. Now, draw a weapon.
Yes, teacher?
And he hovers. And for the rest of your watch, it seems rather uneventful, but you train with teacher. Who is taking second watch?
I would like to take second watch.
Alright, Cass. As you wake up, you hear upon the deck this choo choo metal hitting metal. And as you come up, you see Nadina kind of fighting her own sword.
It's time for you to go to sleep. I'll take the next watch.
It's that time already.
As you look towards Cass, teacher whips out and hits you across the face. Take 1 point of piercing damage as he goes, "Oh, you have to pay attention. You can't be distracted." It stings, but it didn't really cut. It was more like a flat broadside of the blade.
Yeah.
Alright, get some sleep. Cass.
Alright.
Give me a perception check for your watch.
I want to also, while I'm watching, want to look at that spell book that I have, and I want to learn more secrets about it.
Alright, so...
I got a 16.
16?
Wait, you said perception?
Perception, yes.
17 then.
So during your watch, you hear some people kind of walking the docks. You hear some night birds kind of. You hear the ship kind of creak as it shifts in the water. Not as bad because the water's more of the shallow end here, but it does creak. You seem to go relatively uneventful. And what are you attempting to learn about your book?
I want to see exactly. I want to look more into the wish scroll.
So it allows you access to spells, basically. So any of the scrolls in that book act as a spell that you can use once per day. You basically read it, it disappears, but it activates the spell.
Okay, that's it, really. That's simple, and I can use it.
Yep, so it's an action to pull one and read it, disappears, and then it resets at dawn.
Okay. Oh, well, I guess I'm just gonna take a look at it, and can I actually decide to study the mysterious potion then?
Give me an Arcana check.
Don't mind if I do. I want to know what's in here. I got a 17.
17. So you kind of take a look at the kind of gray, brackish liquid inside there. Without an identify spell, you can't tell exactly what it is. But you see a swirl of colors, greens and blues, yellows and reds. It's reminiscent of the fog that you were just in, but without a proper identify spell, you can't ascertain exactly what it is. But it does strongly remind you of the magic fog. Just to remind you, so inside your spellbook you have Message, Mage Armor, Hold Person, Ice Storm, Teleport, Wish, and Magic Missile.
Yep.
And none of these affect your spell slots.
And I can use all of them every day?
So you can use each one each day.
Man, I need to be using that more then. Damn. Okay, that's all I do.
That's all you're gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So Morlin, that leaves you on third and final watch. Morlin does not wake up.
Sorry, what?
So then, I'm gonna say, then I'll stay on watch. I'm waiting for my relief.
You are on third and final watch of the night, so give me a perception check, please.
Okay. And
10?
yeah.
Alright. You relieve Cass for the night. And as dawn approaches, you hear something move behind you.
I'm gonna turn around and look and see what it was.
You don't see anything, but you do see that the door where you are keeping the storage is slightly open.
I'm gonna go in and see what's going on.
So you enter the pitch black background. You can see some slight movement kind of shuffling in the corner.
I'm gonna pull out a torch.
Alright. So you pull out the torch and you're lighting you're lighting the torch in the small back cubby area, correct?
Oh, I didn't think about that. Crap.
I mean, you can. I'm just clarifying what you're trying to do here.
Yeah.
So you're lighting the torch?
No.
No? What are you doing then?
I'm gonna shuffle over and grab whatever's over there.
Alright.
Whatever's moving.
Give me... So, roll a d20, add your strength modifier, but do it with disadvantage because it is dark and you can't exactly see what is over there.
You said with my strength modifier?
Yep.
So, 18 plus 1 is 19 minus what is my disadvantage?
So disadvantage is you roll the d20 again and you take the lowest of the two numbers.
Ah. Six.
6. Alright, so... You reach to kind of grab whatever this thing is. You stumble forward and kind of barrel into the pile of wood that's also stored back there that Rodin uses. At the same time, you hear this high-pitched... Oh, that one hurt. Cass, Nadina. You guys are suddenly awakened
what the fuck?
by this high-pitched squeal and this... as what sounds like wood and possibly a large bear-like creature tumbles to the floor.
What the nine hells is that? Has a girl get beauty sleep?
Alright, so you guys rush back there. With Teacher out, you would be able to see. You see, on the ground, Morlin trapped under pieces of wood, and Rodin is straight up in, like, this defensive kind of terrified stance, and just whoosh, has leapt backwards and almost, like, splatted onto the wall.
What the bloody hell are you two doing? Don't you realize what's
I heard something move in here. I heard something move in here. I came to look at what it was. I didn't want to light a torch because it's small in here and I don't want to catch the ship on fire. So when I saw something move, I went to go get it and, well, I fell.
Oy.
Rodin is kind of just petrified there in the corner as the sudden thing just kind of leapt out at him and attempted to grab him before barreling forward into the wood that he was grabbing to fix the burns on the ship.
Perhaps not such an early start next time, Rodin. Especially when we're on watch.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for scaring you, Rodin.
The piece of wood just goes, okay.
I appreciate the enthusiasm. But it's too fucking early. I'm going back to bed.
I will say with that, the night does come to a close. You all do get your full night's rests as morning breaks.
Thank goodness.
Your back room where that box is kept is now a mess of just wood thrown everywhere.
I'm gonna clean it up before I take my rest.
Alright. You do notice Rodin's kind of keeping a decent berth around your position. You seem to have frightened the poor thing.
I said I was sorry. I'm gonna bend down, get to his level, and say I'm sorry, and put out my arms for a hug.
You see one of the tiny pseudopods kind of come out and just You see the rest of the body kind of back up some, but the pseudopod kind of pats you on the head and then and darts off into the back room.
I really have a strange.
You cut out there, what?
I said I really have a strange crew.
All right. So.
Okay.
Oh, can we go sell this thing to the
Please,
person?
shut up! It's too fucking early.
Well, I just want to get this done before I'm
I
trying
was
to be
going-
productive here.
Who are you? Who died to make you captain? As far as I know, that's me. I'm going to go talk to Telgen. You fuck off and do something useful.
All right. So.
Like, go make me some money. Go prostitute yourself to some shipmates or something.
Is the Baroness back yet?
You do not see the Red Duchess.
If you're prostituting yourself to her, charge extra.
You do not
I'm
currently see the Red Duchess anywhere on port.
Do I see the Dockmaster?
The Dockmaster is always kind of there, kind of patrolling. He has the small little hut that he can sit in, and he kind of waits until ships pull up.
Okay.
And
I want to ask the Dockmaster when did the Baroness leave last, or come back, or whatever?
I unfortunately cannot tell you that at this time. Privacy reasons and all, you understand.
None of our fucking business. Got it.
Okay, fair enough.
Just like I'm sure you wouldn't want me telling people when you arrive and leave.
Yes,
Right,
of
it's a good way
course.
of getting a knife in your ribs. Don't you know anything?
The gold upon docking is also a way to buy silence.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go check and look at the bounty board if you're gonna go take the thingy up there.
Alright,
I'm not taking shite. That's Telgen's prerogative. I'm just telling him it's here.
alright. Are you saying this in front of the Dockmaster, by the way?
Hell no.
Alright. So you're heading up to the Palanquin?
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
As you enter, the kind of well-dressed half-elven man kind of, may I help you?
Yeah, is Telgen in? Captain Telgen.
He has not made an appearance yet today. You can check his ship. It should be down in the port.
Thank you. I probably should have checked that first. I assumed he was just here.
We do not always stay here. It is a place where they come to drink and be away from crew and other
Fair
people,
enough.
but...
Excuse me, my brain's not quite on right now. I was woken up rather early by idiots.
Not a problem.
Sorry to waste your time.
Alright. So,
I'm gonna come up behind Nadina and say, if we're such idiots, then I might as well leave.
Why are you following me?
I can
Well,
do
you didn't
what I
tell
want.
her to stay.
I can do what I want. If I'm such an issue, then I might as well leave the crew.
Look, no offense. You woke me up rather early. A girl's got to get her beauty sleep. And not for nothing, I've been charged a lot of money recently. It's rather taxing on my patience.
Again, if I'm such a problem, then I can leave.
Come or go, I don't care.
And with that, I turn around and walk out. And with that, I turn around and walk out.
alright. So. Cass, where did you say you were heading?
To the bounty board.
Relatively unchanged from the last time that you were here.
Dang. What's the highest one on there?
The highest one on there is currently Telgen.
that with the highest unworthy bounties.
I mean, the highest one that you can see
How
on
about
there...
the highest one of people I don't know? With that.
The highest one that immediately pops out is probably around 7,500 gold pieces.
7,500. What's that?
I gotta tighten this knife.
You see this kind of well-drawn, almost Blackbeard-esque looking man on there. The tricorn hat, nice feather, kind of scarred down the cheek. Looks maybe semi-familiar, but you can't place it.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep looking. Can I, while other things are happening, can I just like look for the one that appeases me the most? Like, I don't know, that just seems to be.
What amount are you looking for?
Well, the last thing we did was like 1,000 or something.
So the smuggling job that you were just offered 1,000 gold, but that was Telgin. This has a bunch of various things. If you tell me an amount, I might be able to tell you if there's one on there, but in general, there's just a mix of bounties ranging from... you took the most...
anything that is specifically magic related, like they need a sorcerer wanted or something like that.
So the bounty board is not asking for help. The bounty board is...
Well, sorry,
issued...
that's not right. I meant the other board.
Oh, so the other board is a lot of like delivery jobs, particularly to the Tempest Calling for like food and supplies, woods. It's a lot of things like that. One's asking for like wood to be brought. One's asking for this material. One's asking for this food, supplies. You see a couple here and there that aren't necessarily food related, but they're kind of strange requests. One is asking like to go diving in this random part of the ocean for what may or may not be treasure, and you get paid depending on if anything's there. It's a mix and match of things, but there's nothing in particular we're looking for, like warriors or magic users or anything of that nature.
Okay. Then I'll just sit at the bar and drink a water.
Alright. Yeah, so for the most part, that secondary board is asking for full crews of people to do things.
What?
So for the most part, that secondary board is asking for like full crews of people to do certain tasks and or jobs.
Okay. Sounds good.
Alright, so Nadina, where are you heading?
I'm heading over to Telgin's ship.
Alright. Give me an investigation check, because you didn't quite ask anything about Telgin's ship.
You're right. I'm stupid. That is holding my sword. Why did I close out of my character? Why? Why do I do these things? Where's my investigation? Okay, it's a +5. Well, it's a good thing I rolled at advantage. That is a 20. Dirty.
Alright. So, it is easy enough to ask around. Telgin's ship is one of the most recognizable there. It is this deep, almost dark navy blue wood. It is the Thunder's Mist. and it has these kind of darkened sails. You see bits and pieces of it are patched up with various either magical mending bits or physical mending. And it is this kind of smaller ship. It's not as big as the Duchess. It's probably about a sailing class ship, maybe a little bit smaller. And it seems like it doesn't have any oars, unlike the other ships where you can see ports where oars come out, where most of the ships are used to gain speed, extra amounts of speed. This one seems to be only kind of portholes for various trebuchets or ballistas that kind of come through. And you see it, you can't tell, but it doesn't seem like it has a helm or a steering wheel. But you do see Telgen kind of leaning up on the back of the ship, kind of where it's docked. Kind of just sitting there, kind of staring out to the sea.
Are there any crew hands around that I can pull down?
I mean, he does have some crew that are variously kind of doing work.
Wait.
You call out to this Triton-looking fellow, this kind of deep sea grass green hair that's pulled back into this loose bun. You see some kind of drapes back down to his face. The skin is kind of like almost a pale blue. Yeah, can I help you?
I need to speak to your captain.
Oi, Captain! Telgen kind of... send him up. Gangplank's that way. He'll be in his quarters, so downstairs and to the back of the ship. Don't touch nothing.
I didn't plan on it. I know how to keep my hands to myself.
Yeah, sure. That's exactly what I've heard.
Ah, fucking Christ.
But he does have various crew there, and they kind of keep an eye on you as you walk through his ship, and you head down the stairs. Now that you're on the ship, you do see it does not, in fact, have a wheel. You're not sure how the ship is steered or what's propelling the ship beyond its singular mast. The singular mast and the sails on there. But you walk through the ship and head to the back, and you reach Telgen's office, which is... It's not elaborately decorated. The chair that he's sitting in, though, seems to be almost like it was pilfered off of, like, a king. You can see it's decorated with gold trim, the backing is red and kind of cushioned. It seems to be the fanciest thing kind of in this room. He's got a plain desk in front of him. You see various maps and papers and things. The ship itself seems rather plain. And he does have, like, the small kind of storage area off to the side.
Well, don't you live in the lap of luxury?
I wouldn't say that. Really only the chair, but, did you accomplish what we were set out for?
That's why I'm here.
Any issues along the way?
Getting there? No. Coming back, on the other hand, was a bit of a nightmare.
Any nightmares I should know of?
If you're asking about the Empire, then no. Natural disasters, I guess you can call them.
Alright, fair. So no interference from any governing entity?
No, we avoided all them. Just whatever creatures happen to haunt this part of the world.
Looks you over
apparently
some.
Taking a keen interest in us.
They take a keen interest into whoever sails. But
Three times in about a week is, I'd say, rather more than interest.
maybe there's something that draws them to you.
Who knows? Maybe it's my dashing good looks.
Who knows? Could be something you have on you, could be you yourself, could be your crew.
Oh, they're a curse, alright.
But, we agreed upon a payment, yes?
Aye, we did.
Kind of looks past you and whistles. You see the same kind of Triton figure entering. Go to the Salty Sea Dog ship.
Nope. That's a scrappy now.
Ah, thank God. Go to the Scrape-heap. Take 7 people with you, and retrieve the item on their ship. Bring it back here. Alright. So, kind of goes over to the small storage area, opens up a chest, and pulls out a smaller chest from inside it. Opens it. The agreed upon was $750, yes?
Actually, it was 1,000.
Alright.
Don't try to fleece me. I've had about enough of that for one evening.
Not fleecing,
dock
just
ended. Just
making
checking
sure
my
you're,
approval.
making
gotcha.
sure you're paying attention.
I've had about enough of that dock end, let me tell you.
It's best not to anger him.
Apparently, every time I come back under this blasted place, I have to pay more. My crew can't keep them bloody hands to themselves.
Word of advice, stop angering him. Without him,
Don't tell that to me!
you can't dock here, and you'll be swimming. Or at least buying a
No,
small boat.
Now I have to pay fucking 10 gold whenever I come back.
Oh, you really pissed him off.
It's like, no.
Maybe try to get on his good side. Maybe apologize as well.
I have my pride.
Well, is
Apparently,
pride worth
my
10 gold
pride
each
is
time
what-
you dock?
Not particularly, no.
Maybe apologize. Get him some of
What do I have to
Moira's
get him
lemon
a
thyme
fantastic
cookies.
Excuse me now.
Moira, you might not have met her yet. Works at the locker.
Yeah, I have met her actually. She makes cookies, does she?
Very good cookies, actually. They're these lemon thyme poppy seed things. She drizzles something over. I don't know what they are, but I can't go there because I will buy far too many.
Good to know.
But he enjoys them. So maybe a dozen, you know. Get on his good side. And stop angering him.
Not me you have to worry about, it's my fucking crew. Every time I come here, one of them tries to take a swing at him.
Yeah, that's a good way to A, die, or B, spend all your gold.
Should pull the leash tighter on them.
But in the meantime, and he hands you
Good
a
way
small,
to die, though, is being a tyrant.
He hands you a small pouch, and it is filled with enough platinum and gold coins to equal the sum of 1,000. So, that is your payment, and you see the Triton's now back behind you, and he gives a signal, and seems like you held up your end of the bargain well enough. Everything seems to be intact, and it doesn't seem to be opened.
I told the crew if they touched it, I'd cut their hands off, so...
Well, to be fair, I don't even know what's in it, and I don't want to.
Neither do I. Which makes this relationship perfect.
I get told to bring it, I bring it. That's it. Whatever's inside is not a concern of mine.
In the future, if you need any other assistance with package delivery, you know where to find me.
Aim for a new ship, and if I have something small, I'll come to you. But until then, when you get a bigger ship, definitely come see me, and we can
Believe me,
discuss.
I intend on getting a ship, probably about the size of yours. Eventually, if I can keep my mitts on enough gold, that is.
I recommend putting some aside and building up a small hoard. Most of us do.
Of course. My first venture, I was a bit lavish with the spending, but it was necessary.
But, yeah. My recommendations, save some money, get on the good side of the Darkmaster and stop angering him. But if I have more work that comes my way that I'm too busy to take, I'll send it your way.
Appreciate it. And it's down the hall to the right, right?
Straight down.
Alright.
Kennen
outta here.
Kennen will show you the way out. And the Triton kind of opens the door from the outside and, this way.
And I follow, Kennen.
Leads you out of the ship and back down to the docks and... Alright, goodbye.
By yourself.
Kind of
Captain's a good guy.
goes back to his work and... Yep. You see him kind of tying down some barrels.
I'm off to the locker.
Alright. Is there anything else you would like to accomplish, Cass? Besides drinking water?
Nope, drinking water is all I need to do.
Drinking water? Alright. What would you like to accomplish at the locker?
I'm getting some damn cookies.
Alright. You do see Moira there. The Goliath-esque creature kind of standing there. Sword in hand, kind of drawing with it in the sand. The kind of dirt-sand combination, and looks up and kind of fumbles with it. You see her kind of do that weird catching thing where you're trying to catch something and finally catches by the handle and gets it back in the sheath and stands up straight.
I didn't see nothing.
Thank you.
You're Moira, right?
Yes, I am. And you see her kind of using her foot to erase the whatever she was drawing.
I understand you make good cookies.
I make nothing. Who said that?
A little birdie told me you make some lemon thyme cookies.
Alright, but I can make a batch.
I whispered to her, I need to bribe the dockmaster.
Ah. Extra frosting. Got it. They're slightly expensive because the supplies are hard to find on the island.
I'll spare no expense. I'm tired of paying 10 gold every time I dock here.
One gold coins and I can have a batch ready baked tomorrow for you.
1 gold, that's it, give me 2.
Fair enough. Tomorrow at dawn I should have them ready.
Good.
Alright. Is there anything else you wish to accomplish?
No, I'm good.
Alright, so...
Why do I keep closing my character? Stupid. Stop it.
As you head back to... Are you heading back to the ship, or are you heading to the dredge to meet up with Cass, who is currently there just drinking water?
I'm gonna collect my crew and go to the dredge.
Alright. So everybody meets up at the dredge. You guys get a table. What would you like to do?
Well, I want to go somewhere private.
It is 5 silver for the room. If you would
Fair
like to
enough.
rent a room.
Slap down the 5 silvers.
Alrighty. Unke kind of gives you the key and just... Please do not get
He
so
said-
loud this time.
1,000 gold in platinum and gold.
So it's about 50 platinum, and the rest is
Okay.
all in gold.
50 platinum, the rest is gold.
Yeah, so 50 platinum, so that's 500 of your gold, and the rest of it is 500 in gold coins,
Fair enough.
which you may share and distribute as you wish.
Follow me.
Morlin kind of follows behind you. Cass, what are you doing? I think
Am I-
Cass... Oh, there we are.
What am I doing?
Yes.
Did you get any gold?
Shut up. Follow me, I said.
Oh, okay, sure. I was just deep in thought, that's all.
Alright, so you all traverse up to the room, kind of lock the door behind you. Seems like you're in private.
I did get gold, and I will be distributing it. However, a sizable chunk of our reward is going towards the, what would you call it? The ship's funds, if you will. From now on, whenever we get rewards, we're not just divvying it up quarter each. I have expenses. It's all in my name. So, that being said, 125 gold will be awarded to each of my crew members.
Woo! That's better than when I started off with, that's for sure.
And you're lucky I don't dock your pay.
So, 125 gold, eh? Okay.
That's right. The ship's funds are my funds, to do it as I see. Does anyone have a problem with that?
Nope, I'm good. That seems fair to me.
Morlin does kind of look at you and goes, I think it should be divvied up evenly.
Look,
I did most of the work in that fight. I got rid of the fire thing.
you want to continue on my ship, you want a bigger ship. You want it to be more glorified, right? Now, how are we going to do that if we keep divvying it up evens? We spend all the money we make. We don't really get anywhere now, do we?
Fine. For now.
And I'll hang on to Rockshare until she's recovered from whatever it is happened to her on the ship.
What was that?
How the hell should I know?
You two use magic and there's weird things coming out of her.
Didn't exactly study magic. It just kind of came with the territory.
What about this one? Oh, he's spouting supreme sorcerer.
Well, I didn't really do much looking. I was too worried for being unconscious. She stabbed me to death.
Yeah, that's kind of useless, ain't it?
I will study
I'll
tonight.
I'll put
I've
my
to
hand
learn.
on the sword and see if I can dredge any stories up from the old noodle.
Roll
Maybe I
me a history check. Is anybody else or just Nadina?
I'll roll a history check too. I know.
Alright, roll me a history check.
23.
23. And you, Cass?
My history is 18.
19?
18.
18? Nadina. It was odd. You've never seen anything like that. Even teacher seems to be stumped. He does tell you it seemed reminiscent of possession of some sort, but it was strange and not of a way that he's ever seen.
Well, that much I gathered.
Cass, your head starts to ring.
Okay.
The pain begins. The ringing. And the voice. Remember, child. As the pain becomes unbearable. And you... What would you like to do as the ringing and the migraine grows louder and stronger?
And this is just from thinking about the sword.
This seemed to happen when you tried to remember things. The voice once again echoes. Remember. Oh, remember, child. The ringing gets louder and louder.
I'm gonna continue to remember.
You're gonna continue?
Mm-hmm.
Roll me another history check.
17.
17. You take 10 points of psychic damage.
Do I learn anything?
Not what you're trying. Flashes. Images. You're running.
I touch myself real quick. While this is happening, I'm touching myself.
You're trying, but you're literally just crippled over in pain at the moment. As the flashes of memories begin, you're running through hallways, unknown hallways. Where are you? Something's chasing. It flashes again, and you find yourself drifting on the ocean, the storm raging around you. The small boat that you're in getting tossed side to side before splintering to pieces, and you clamber up from the water and onto a piece of driftwood. Flashes again, and you see this odd ship in the distance. And it flashes again, and you're surrounded by people. Your friends from the Scrape-heap. No memories of any sort of possession, though.
Okay. Alright, well, I stop remembering before I die.
You said you're going to try to cure wounds yourself?
Yeah.
Your magic doesn't seem to work.
What do you mean?
You... Deep breath, you try to remember the feeling, the energy that flows through you, and you open your hands to try to conjure the energy, and nothing comes out. would you like to do?
I'm going to try to remember how to do a spell. Wait, actually, wait. Let me see here. What do I have here in this? Let's see, what do I got here in this book? Let's see, do I got anything good here?
Are you looking at the book of spells?
Yes.
You have Message, you have Mage Armor, you have Hold Person, you have Ice Storm, you have Teleport, Wish, and Magic Missile.
Okay, hold on. Let me take a look at this spell real quick. Let's see what it can do.
If you tell me what spell, I can tell you what it does.
Wish. I want to
So
know.
Wish can accomplish basically any lower level spell than it, and up to DM's discretion, it can alter certain aspects of things that are happening. So for instance, you could say, I wish this monster away, and the monster might disappear depending on the monster. So Wish is up to DM discretion depending on what you're attempting to do, but it is a fairly powerful, potent magic.
Okay. I want to wish to remember how to use magic because I don't want to forget that.
Alright, so you pull out the scroll and you read it, and you begin chanting the words upon it. And as you do, the magic starts to circle around you. And then this sponge appears before you and starts vigorously washing you down from head to toe. Like Brillo pad, just you can feel parts of your skin turning bright red as it almost like... You remember when when you used to give other kids like Indian sunburns where you kind of rub your hands together on them and form enough friction to like sting some? It kind of starts to do that to you. It is now that I will tell you the official name of this spell book, which you can add to your inventory now. It is a Book of Misspells.
Wait. Oh. Wait. Add custom item. Book of...
parentheses, MIS.
Oh my god.
And it is now that you are being vigorously attacked and assaulted by this sponge that you see the final phrase in here doesn't say wish, it says wash.
Jesus! Okay. Alright. Oh boy.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it.
Alright.
Oh, these are great. I'm gonna use these all the time. These are perfect for me. Oh jeez.
But that did burn the wash spell for the day.
Okay.
You are now drenched in soapy water, but boy are you clean, and slightly sore from this aggressive washing of this magical sponge.
Do I
just start
remember?
laughing.
I cast cure wounds on myself again, or try to.
The magic does form, and you do cast the spell.
Oh, thank goodness.
It seems like this time it was a temporary loss of power. After the 10 minutes of you trying to not vigorously get assaulted by a sponge.
Nice.
Nadina, you on the other hand just see this sponge appear and just start, like, hitting Cass and start scrubbing him down.
I'm just laughing. That was quite funny. Now I'm in a better mood.
You know what? I gotta show you a little trick here. I'm gonna open the book up.
You
and,
do that,
I...
and I will punch you in your face.
Wait! It's a good one, I promise. I cast...
You're a
I
fucking
cast...
liar.
I cast message, or should I say, massage on Nadina.
Alright. Nadina, these
You covered
two
on me.
spectral hands just kind of appear
Get your
next
fucking
to
hands
you.
off me.
And they just start, like, shiatsu massaging. Like, they're getting in deep. It hurts. In the good way. But it's intense.
Butter.
You're like, oh, ow, ooh, oh, okay, no, You can't tell if you like it or you hate it.
What the fuck was that?
I just casted massage on you. Isn't it beautiful?
No, I think my dog is like doing something nefarious in the kitchen.
Alright, anything else you would like to try, Cass?
Don't blow through all of your
No, definitely
sauce
done.
pills or whatever the hell is you bought.
Oh, they respawn at dawn.
Seriously?
Yep. You can use all of these once per day.
Oh, these are perfect. I can't wait. These are super fun spells, I must say. Okay, well, yeah, I don't want to lose my magic, so I'm just gonna kindly try not to remember things for a while, you know.
Alright. Anything else you guys would like to accomplish? After you have been washed and rubbed to sparkly clean and muscles that are now kind of pudding-like.
I will apologize to Morrowind for calling her an idiot. Him. Excuse me.
Still upset about that.
Listen, I just don't like being woken up early.
There was something on the ship. Next time I won't defend the ship. Fine. Next time I'll let them rob us.
If it's an actual emergency, I won't be mad. Just next time, watch where you're going.
It's dark. I
Alright.
can't see in the dark.
I sympathize. I can't either.
Alright. So, are you guys...
I awake at dawn to go get those damn cookies.
You awake at dawn? So with a long rest, your 2 spells from the Book of Misspells respawn, Cass.
Woo!
And as you approach Moira, she has indeed a small basket filled with 2 dozen, still warm. They smell kind of floral and lemony, and you can see bits of like poppy seed in there, and they have this like drizzle over the top. They smell fantastic. But you have 2 dozen of Moira's special cookies.
You, my dear, are a saint.
Oh, thank you. I hope you
No,
like
I have
them.
even numbers.
They're not to everybody's taste. They're a bit lemony and floral for some people, but if you like that, some people do, some people don't.
Listen, my dear, I really wish I would eat these cookies, and perhaps the next time I come back I will, but I have to pay 10 gold every time I dock here, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go visit the dock hands now.
like I try to get on his good side. He's a nice fellow, really.
My crew are a bunch of arses.
He's just doing his job. Little hint. The payment is dependent on how dangerous he thinks you are to the dock. So if you can prove to him you're not dangerous or it's going to cause trouble, he'll reduce the pay.
Here's hoping the cookies at least reduce it somewhat.
Good luck. Alright. Cass. While Adina is getting the cookies, what are you doing?
Is the Baroness ship back yet?
Dude, you are obsessed.
The Baroness is not back yet.
Damn. Okay.
He really wants to get abducted by that ship?
Just want to touch the ship. I miss it.
You like getting your ass beat, don't you?
Just a little, you know. So I don't know. I mean, should we get another job? What do we? Should we get a crossbow for the ship? You think maybe that might be a good idea, or whatever it's called, a bastille
Ballista.
Ballista. That's what it's called.
That's an excellent idea, but right now I'm not here, so...
Alright. Adina, easy enough to find the dock master. He is in his little hut, kinda hat over his eyes at the moment. You see him kinda resting some, feet up. He hears you approach and kinda lifts the hat and goes, "Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, God. Alright, what is it?"
I'm not here to cause trouble.
That's
In
what
fact,
you
I come with
always
an olive
say.
branch.
Last time your bear tried to punch me.
I know. I come with an olive branch. And I give him the basket.
Kind of hesitantly reaches out, takes the basket. All these.
All for you.
Lifts it slightly. Interesting. Reaches in, and as he pulls one out, it's a decent sized cookie. And as he opens the basket, you can definitely tell it has some like floral thyme rose notes to it, an undertone of lemon, and you can see it's dotted with like poppy seeds, and it's this bright yellow with almost. It looks almost like a powder sugar type of frosting, but it's a little bit more solidified around the cookie, almost like it's encasing the entire cookie to kind of keep it contained and more seaworthy than, you know, if it was just slightly covered. And he kind of, oh, that's a good cookie.
Heard you were a fan.
If you keep him on a leash, I'll reduce it to 8 gold until you can prove that you're not a hassle to my ducks.
Understood. Look, I don't want to be a bother. I really don't.
Every time you bloody duck, someone tries to punch, one person got a hole blasted through their chest. You keep causing trouble on my docks.
Believe me, they're an unending source of headache. I'm well aware.
Like, my orders come directly from the Empress. Anybody who causes trouble, keep them in line. The best way to keep you in line is to charge your gold each time you come. The more gold you charge, the more in line they usually take. But you guys don't learn your lesson.
Look, I learned my lesson the first time I stepped foot on this island. Apparently my crew is a bit dense.
Like I said,
Howdy.
for now, it'll be 8 gold, because these are some fucking good cookies. Blech. You see him pull out another. If you can prove that you're not a nuisance each time you dock, most times people just pull up, tie the ship, give me the gold, and go on the merry way. If you can prove to me that you can pull up, tie your ship down, hand me the gold, and move on without causing trouble, I will slowly start to reduce the price back to its normal. Do we have a deal?
We've got a deal.
Next time, 8 gold.
Maybe next time I'll get you those cookies.
They're pretty good cookies. Did you try one? Oh, Joe.
Sorry, my dad's in Europe.
Oh. Have you tried one yet?
Nope, I have not.
Kinda takes one out and tosses it to you.
I'll eat it.
It's very reminiscent of like a lemon poppy seed muffin, but you get these undertones of like these floral hits of thyme and rose. It definitely has this nice smell to it. It's a soft cookie, and you notice now that it's the bottom that's kind of encased in the kind of drizzle, but the top is encased in like almost this caramelized sugar, so it kind of adds some crunch to it before you bite into the soft cookie. It's a pretty good cookie.
This Moira is definitely good at making cookies.
I mean, you can see what she means that they're not for everybody. If you're not a fan of like lemon or like the kind of floral notes when you're eating, you can see where people might not like it. But if it's to your taste, it's definitely up there.
It's really good.
All right.
Medina's not really picky. She ate like hardtack and rock a long time.
Now, I gotta get back to work. Lowers the hat back down over his eyes.
You do that.
All right. Are you regrouping with Cass and Moreland at the dredge?
I am.
All right. Cass, it's about an hour past, but you do see Nadina kind of rejoin you guys in the room.
Just so you were both aware, we only have to pay 8 gold when we come back next time.
Okay, I'll put that in my notes, so in case they try to raise the price again.
Listen, every time we come back, someone tries to take a swing at the poor guy or starts some kind of mischief. That's why he keeps charging us more. So if we can avoid any unnecessary disturbances, we'll say, our prices will be reduced. So just try to keep a fucking lid on it. Both of you?
I'll make no promises.
Please, make an effort. For me.
Mm.
Anyway, we're not picking up any jobs this time. We've got a little job of our own.
Oh, we do?
Right. We're not to discuss it until we get on the ship. For obvious reasons.
Alright. So.
Kaz, I've got a job for you.
Oh? What is that?
I need you to resupply the ship with...
The ship?
Right.
Okay, I can do that, I think.
I'll pay you back the difference once you get back.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright. What do you have?
I'm going to go see somebody about getting a ballista installed on our ship.
All right. So, what do you have in Kaz resupply?
Provisions, food.
All right, and how many days are you looking for?
Your barrels. Well, that fortress was 2 days away, if memory serves. So I would say probably.
It was about
know,
2.5, give or take. You saw it off in the distance.
Okay, 2.5. We'll say. I don't know. We'll say a week's worth of food, just to be safe.
Alright. So, Cass, it is easy enough. A week's worth will cost you 2 gold.
Okie doke. I'm perfectly fine getting all that stuff.
Alright, so... you're heading down to the dockyard to talk to them about a ballista?
That's right.
Alright. Easy enough to find the person in charge, the same person that you've kind of been buying wood from, and the barrels. And she kind of looks at you and goes, "What do you need now?"
I need a ballista for my ship.
Did your ship not come with a ballista?
No, it's a damned keelboat.
Keelboats normally have 1 ballista.
Well, the previous occupant was an idiot.
Are you sure? You would have to physically normally take the ballista off of the ship in order
Listen,
to...
the whole thing was made from like severed different types of wood. I don't know what that man was thinking. It's a piece of shite. But it's my piece of shite.
And
so I need 1 ballista.
How soon do you need this ballista?
Well, I'm shoving off today, but I don't necessarily need it right now unless it's an easy install.
Well, we would need to have it made. They're not something we normally have readily made. We don't just keep them lying around. They're usually ordered to specifications of the ships.
Right.
I mean, we can get the area measured out. It might take us some 4 days to make one.
That's fine. I should be back in about 5 days or so. 6, maybe. A week at most.
It's going to be half down payment now and half upon if you return.
How much?
90 gold pieces now, 90 upon return.
90, huh? Oh, that's fine. Are these interchangeable? Can I take this off my current ship and say put it on a bigger one?
It will look slightly out of place, but I don't see why you couldn't get it installed.
Well, my ship's called the Scrape-heap after all. It wouldn't be so out of place if it were called such.
I mean, bigger ships usually have bigger things on there. Some of them have trebuchets. Once in a while you can find a cannon, but those are difficult to get out of the Roanoke Isles. I think the only one here that has them are the Duchess.
I'm pretty pragmatic. I'm not really too concerned with aesthetics.
Well, as long as you're not minding a slightly smaller ballista upon the ship, then I don't see why not.
Fair enough. And take your 9 gold. I'll pay you in platinum. Just make things easier.
She takes the 9 platinum, kind of hits him with a small hammer. Looks
They're not
at you.
fake.
Well, I mean, kind of gestures around at the. Can you blame me?
Look, I'm no cheat.
I
met plenty of people who are. Disgust me.
I'm just checking. Can you blame me? Do you see where we are?
I understand where you're coming from. I'm just giving you a guff.
4 days. Give my people an hour before you shove off to go measure the area.
That's fine. I have my crew manning the, gathering the provisions anyway.
Fair enough. Alright, so,
I have to go pay my bosun.
they like to be paid.
Right, I'd rather not have a leaky ship. It's already ugly enough.
I would say Cass and Nadina, you probably meet up at the ship at about the same time. Cass has a small, like, cart that he kind of borrowed from the place full of the provisions for the week. Alright,
Well,
so...
Not everything we need then.
Yep. So where are we going? Do we have a job or something? Or we're just looking pretty,
We're going somewhere. That's for sure.
but you can't tell us where.
Not with the dock people around. You understand?
Cass, you look around and you just see the dock master in his little cabin. He's got this, like, thing in his hand, and you just see him...
Be nice to him.
I don't wanna.
Kind of just eating something in his little cabin.
I'll leave him alone. I don't feel like dealing with any craziness today.
That's first.
Yeah, I'm trying to be not the crazy one tonight.
One of us has to be.
I'm drinking my holy water tonight.
Pretty sure that's bad for you.
It makes me a little bit more, what would you call it, rational, so I think it's good for me.
You say so. Just let the dock workers do their thing and then we'll be off.
Alright. If there's nothing else anybody would like to accomplish, I mean, it is easy enough to get all the supplies on board and get ready to make sail.
Is Rock still unconscious?
Rock is still unconscious. Rodin has been tending to Rock in your absence as she was left on the boat.
Oh, that reminds me. Rodin? I've got another week's worth of payment.
Alright, that'll be 21 gold for Rodin.
And I'll throw in a bonus. Even 30.
Once he takes it, and once again you see it kind of just absorb into him and disappear. You're not sure where this stuff goes, or where he pulls, like, tools out of. They just kind of enter his body and just disappear.
I will never understand you, you little creature.
The kind of tentacle pseudopod, like, slime bit comes up and salutes almost, and just kind of waves. Alright.
You know, for the record, I'm not sure how paid up on his fees I am.
So...
I know I'm ahead.
You're ahead by 2 days.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You paid him for a week last time, and last time before that you had paid him on the day that he was due to be paid. It was 5 days to get the shipment and back. So you're 2 days ahead currently.
Okay.
Alright. Morlin, Kaz, Nadina, is there anything else any of you would like to accomplish on shore?
Nope, I want to get the flying fuck out of here.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
With that...
Kaz, we're gonna shove off, and then I'm gonna say, Kaz, you remember that fortress that we saw on the way over to get the package?
Oh, yes.
That's where we're going.
Oh, what's there?
Hell if I know. We're going on a bit of an expedition, seeing if we can find something interesting. I don't know if you noticed those flags that are hanging off of the parapets there, but those were old Empire. Seems like they haven't changed the flags in a while, which makes me think that there hasn't been any occupancy in some time. And where there's, no occupancy, there's usually something left behind. And perhaps we can make that little place our own.
Oh, you talking domination? I see.
Well, I mean, we sorts of are becoming salty sailors, aren't we? We should probably
Pirates?
have some place where we can. Piracy's not in this boat, we'll say. Perhaps in the future.
Fair enough.
We'll have a bigger crew.
Yeah, we need to pick a crew and a bigger boat.
Oh, tell me about it. Hence why I have the ship horde, we'll call it. Nadina has gotten us.
So we got a Bastille now, right? And is it in the spot?
Nope. Our ballista
didn't
will be
get.
ready by the time we get back.
Okay.
They don't have one on hand. They have to make these things themselves. So
normally
by
they
the time we get back,
Yeah.
5 days, we'll say, they'll make it.
normally they make
That's
it,
all.
and they actually came aboard the ship and kind of measured the area because they can't make one too big or else you can't really spin it. So if you're having one that's made for a ship, it's usually custom made so it can fit to the ship without being too small or too big. Alright, but with that, if anybody has nothing else that they would like to do, who would like to give me their first roll for the first day of travel?
I can do it. Let's see, it's 13.
A 13. The day is clear, not a cloud in the sky. The wind, gentle, but nothing enough to give you a boost. It is an uneventful day of travel. Welcome,
enough.
uneventful day of travel, considering your way back was intriguing.
I believe the term is gobshite.
Alright. Anything anybody would like to accomplish on this day before we close it out for the second day of travel?
Well,
I'll sit by Rock's bedside for a while.
She kind of shifts some, and you see parts of her scales are kind of like flaking off some, where they didn't fully like patch back together.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Seems stable, but unconscious.
We better wake up soon. I need my navigator.
I want to open my book
Alright.
and cast Mage Armor. That's how you say it.
You're gonna cast a Mage Armor?
Yes, I do.
Hold on. I need to pull that one up. That
I have to roll a d20.
Yeah,
to
roll
see what
roll the
kind of clothing I
d20.
am.
Where did my...
I got a
my
9.
List, a 9? Hold on, I gotta
So
pull
I
up
get
my list.
Traveler's Quality. Wait. Yeah, Traveler's Quality.
Someone's cat is
Alright,
on
so,
It's my
on
key.
time right now.
as you open up the armoire, inside, you find this nice kind of cotton shirt, white, pristine. It's got a bit of a collar. This leather belt that kind of wraps around the waist, not exactly necessarily for keeping your pants up, but more of a fashion piece. And these kind of brown leather pants that seem to go down just below the knee. And some nice kind kind of dark leather boots that match just up to the pants. They're
Ooh,
very
Errol Flynn?
they're very kind of comfy, nice clothes. They seem like they've been worn down some, so they're not like stiff. You can definitely move in them. They're kind of flowy a bit. The shirt kind of flaps in the wind, but it's a comfortable set of clothing. And as you pull them out, the armor just shrinks back in on itself and disappears.
Nice. Is this better than what I'm wearing?
It is significantly better, as what you are currently wearing is tattered and broken and stabbed. It has slash marks from rock that are just burned and singed. Your clothes have seen better days. You've been walking around this entire time with just this giant X-slashed flap of chest open. Because I do not believe you wear armor, correct?
No.
Yeah, so your clothes have just been, like, slashed
I
open.
I always assumed with, like, prestidigitation that it kind of fixed my clothes,
So
but...
prestidigitation will clean them, it won't fix them. That's mending.
Ah, okay.
You've literally
Well-
just been stab marks, bare-chested as, like, flaps of clothing are just hanging down. Slightly
You look
burned.
like a wrecked bunch of fucks.
Oh, well, now I have nice clothes. This is better.
Alright. So, is there anything else anyone would like to accomplish? If
I
not,
assume teacher will want me to have trained.
you may train with teacher. Alright, so,
Sorry.
someone give me the next day's travel.
I will. Uh, 18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Fuck.
The day seems to go by slowly. When suddenly, a little past midday, something crashes into the ship and the ship shakes side to side.
What the hell was that? Where's the dog?
You look underneath and you see this long black shadow underneath the ship.
Oh, fuck me.
And then, again, crashes into the ship.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Suddenly, out from the water, this large, snake-like creature burst through the water.
Fuck.
And with a shakes the ship as the sound echoes throughout.
Why are my rolls so damn cursed?
I have no idea. But what would you like to do? As
Get
this
the fuck
large,
outta here.
you're just gonna book it.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna book it.
All right. What is the speed of your ship again? For me.
That is a good question. My ship?
So it should have two speeds there.
Yeah.
It has one if everybody's rowing and one if you're just catching the wind.
Discord, will you stop being a pain? $60 feet. Oh no, sorry, that's the size. Travel pace 3 miles per hour.
Let me see.
Uh, 20-foot water speed.
Yeah, so 25
the
feet.
And then the sail since 25. What's the wind like?
Roll me a d4.
Good grief. Which one of these is my D4 again? Oh, there it is. Fell out of my box. 4.
I would say the wind is currently against you.
Fuck! Are you kidding me?
I literally did northeast, southwest. You guys are heading east currently. Alright, so your travel speed is 25 feet if you're both using the wind and rowing. So, this creature starts to circle the ship. What would you guys like to do?
I want my mommy, Mr. Squidward. We're gonna row out of here.
You guys are just gonna row?
Does anyone have any bright ideas?
Wait, why am I on a boat? Did I miss something? I thought I was sleeping. How much did I see of?
You're missing the plot, bud.
Are we sinking?
No, you are currently being circled by a sea serpent.
Oh. I pull out my book.
Alright, well, what are you gonna do?
I cast Hold Person, otherwise known as Fold Person, towards the serpent.
This is not a person.
Honestly, can't do that. It's not a person.
What?
The spell burns, but it does not seem to work as this is not a person.
I'm gonna cast Nefarious Mischief.
Interesting. Alright, so... Remind me what that does. I believe it's a difficult terrain thing, correct?
Not exactly. You fill a 20-foot cube, you could see within range, with Fey and Draconic magic. Roll on the Mischievous Surge table to determine the magical effect produced, and roll again at the start of each of your turns until the spell ends. Cube up to 10 feet before you roll. Now, I will roll on the Surge table. Excuse me a second. There is no save, this just happens. Wonderful. Oh, yes, a 2. I was hoping for this. Okay.
So you basically have wild magic surge spell essentially.
Not exactly. So I roll a 2 on the Mischievous Surge, which
Alright.
bouquets of flowers appear all around, and each creature in the cube must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be blinded until the start of your next turn, as the flowers spray water in their faces.
Alright. Hold on. Let me get the dexterity of this creature.
Am I in this cube or is this in the water specifically?
No, this is the cube that I am casting on the sea serpent itself.
The serpent that is currently chasing your ship, he's trying to slow it down enough. At the moment, the actions that were determined were that you are trying to outrun this serpent. So you're basically doing things to try to slow down this serpent, unless you would like to turn and fight.
I am not fighting a sea serpent at level 3.
That is an 11.
No.
No?
My DC is 14.
Alright.
Ya boy's blinded, son.
I pull out the book and I cast Magic Resol on him.
Well, so
well.
your action for this turn of combat would have been attempting to fold person, which did not work.
Damn.
Hold on. Let's see. So you
So
do
you
see
say
the
that
serpent
recently?
with the blind start to veer off some to the left. It seems to be trying to listen, but I will say you gain a little bit of distance from it. Not a ton, but a little bit. On its turn, it is going to attempt to just hit the ship with its rhyme breath. So I need a Constitution save from the ship, Joe, and a Constitution save for everybody on the ship, please.
Ship Constitution.
It's a +1 for the ship.
Yeah, I'm saying it's a +1. Does this say poison or psychic effect?
No.
Fuck. Oh, bully. 17 for the ship.
17. Alright.
And 13 for me. Not so nice.
Am I also rolling for Constitution here?
Yes.
Okay. I got a 12.
So the ship takes 10 points of cold damage. You see the wood of the hull start to splinter and break. So mark 10 points off the ship's hull damage as it succeeded the Constitution saving throw. Both of you, however, take 20 points of cold damage as the ship gets enshrouded in this icy cold breath launched by the serpent.
Why do you think we're running?
I know! Wait, you said 20?
20.
20.
I'm dead!
Are you serious?
Stop murdering me!
Are you serious? How much hit points do you have?
20!
Exactly?
Yes!
Oh no.
Okay, so with that, it is the next round. Morlin is going to stay rowing to keep you guys up to speed. Nadina, you've gained a little bit of distance from this creature as it had to rear up to shoot its breath.
I'm gonna move the cube back onto it.
Alright, how far can you move the cube?
10 feet?
10 feet? I would say it would just get into its tail with the 10 feet.
It's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, so you would just be getting into its tail with how big the creature is.
Copy that. Whoop. 4.
4?
I believe 4 is that it drips molasses and is the area is considered difficult terrain.
Alright.
So
its movement speed in
whatever
that case
that
will be
does.
halved for the next movement turn. Now, is it an action to move that or a bonus action?
it's that's a good question. My iPad just freaking died. Let's see here. Come on, D&D Beyond. Come on, D&D Beyond. You can do it.
You can move the cube up to 10 feet before you roll.
I assume it just happens.
I think you can just move it.
Yeah, I think you can just move it.
Alright, so.
'Cause I'm
Kaz is
concentrating.
unconscious. Morlin is slightly chilled, but still rowing at max speed. The creature's movement is halved this turn, which means you will be able to gain some distance from it. So you still have your action and your bonus action if you would like to try anything else to slow this creature.
Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action to get Kaz up.
Alright, easy enough. Healing word on Kaz.
7.
7. Kaz, you are back up. Do you have anything you would like to attempt to slow this creature down?
Me?
Yes.
My turn's not
Jeez.
over.
I know. This is all happening at the same time.
Okay. Throwing that out
Jesus,
there.
why do I keep falling asleep? I'm so sick of it. Oh, jeez. Okay, slow it down.
I don't really have anything to slow it down. I don't think it has the intelligence for Tasha's hideous laughter, otherwise I'd do that.
Let me think here. I should have something in this thing. Let's see here. Can I try doing... We're just trying to slow it down, huh?
At the moment, the decision was to run, so you're just attempting things to slow it down to see if you can outpace this creature.
Okay, oh boy. Can I... What do I have? I have...
Alright,
Wind
while you
and
think of
power.
that, Nadina, what are you doing to attempt this, to slow it down even further?
I don't really have anything that I can, like, do other than Tasha's hideous laughter, but I am almost positive that sea serpents cannot be affected by it. So, I'm just going to heal myself.
I mean, so you've already used your bonus action to cast Healing Word.
My bad. Yeah. My bad. I keep forgetting we're not doing that rule. That's on me.
So you can use a
Uh,
cantrip.
Well, Vicious Mockery and Friends don't really help here either. So,
Yeah, you don't know until you try, or if it reaches.
I'll say or if it reaches.
I got a good idea! I think! If I can do it, if he lets me.
Let me know and I will tell you
Can
what
I-
you can do.
Can I use Mirror Image, but twin it and do it for Nadina as well?
So what does that say on self, or does that say...
I think that's a self-cast.
It is, I think, but I was just trying to ask if I could. It
So
says,
if it's a self-cast, unfortunately you can only target your
space.
own person with that.
Yeah, dang. I can't twin that either, unless it would get me 6 duplicates.
I don't think so!
I think there's actually a specific, what do you call it, metamagic feat for that.
Yeah, I don't have that one, I don't think. Okay, well, it was worth a try. Well, then I'm just gonna, just because I'm a weakling, I'm gonna do Mirror Image on myself, because I don't want to die.
Alright. So, with that, you guys do gain some more distance from the serpent, as it is... movement speed is cut in half.
Its ass end is stuck in molasses.
Yep. So, it can only move 20 feet instead of its 40. Does it... The only thing it can attempt is to get its breath weapon back, which it does not. Alright, what are you guys doing next?
Moving the cube, doing it again.
Alright, because it was slowed down to 20 feet, you are just able to keep this thing in the cube. You are literally just keeping this thing at the tail end of this serpent.
Thank the gods for that. No. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. The smell of apple pie fills the air, and each creature in the cube must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you until the start of your next turn.
Interesting. Alright. Wisdom. Okay. Oh, that's cocked. Hold on. So that is a 13.
Woo! DC 14, baby!
Alright, the creature is charmed until the end of your next turn.
It's charmed, but I can't give it a command. Per se.
Now, it is a bit far. You can give it a shot.
Fuck off! Leave my ship alone! That's all I got.
Alright. You're unsure if it worked, but is there anything else you guys would like to try?
I'm gonna try opening the book, and this is like the only thing I got. I'm gonna try to use the ice storm, aka the Ick storm.
Oh. Okay. You're doing that behind the ship?
Yeah, behind the ship, towards where the freaking thingy is. Its gross sludge rains down for 1 minute, creating difficult terrain in a 20-foot radius.
Alright. I will say, with the combination of the charm spell and having it stop, and the Ick storm, I would say I will count this as you guys escaping this young sea serpent. As the combination of those would have slowed it down enough where you would have been able to get a decent speed ahead. And it is not that entirely motivated to try and take you down.
Thank goodness! I'm glad I have this spell book with all these weird things in it. I don't have all those. I don't have anything to have.
Nefarious Mischief is a fucking amazing spell.
That's a cool spell. I like that one.
I will say, you're using that spellbook very creatively so far.
Well, I wish I could use it more. And just because are we safe now?
I will say at this point, the danger has subsided. It is not that motivated to try to chase you down at this point.
Well, before the end of the day, I would like to use my Mage Armior.
Your Mage Armor again?
Yes.
Alright.
Let's see if I can get it. Better thing this time. Oh, I got a 9, which is
The same
as
set of
before.
clothes. You now have 2 sets, though.
No.
Does this disappear or you just have clothes?
Your ship
So,
is
what do-
slowly filling with clothes.
How do I label this? Like, what do I add? Common clothes or
in equipment, there's something called Traveler's Clothes that you can just add, I believe.
okay?
Well, if all else fails, we'll just make our bones as a clothing merchant.
But with that, and your increased speed of trying to escape, I will say, by early next morning, upon the horizon, the Promised Land Fortress appears before your eyes. Possibly unexplored, possibly uninhabited. Unsure at the moment, but we're gonna find out next Wednesday, as we are going to end the episode there for tonight. Sea serpents escaped, troubles avoided, people bribed, people asked of questions, money in hand. But that is where we will end. Until next Wednesday, when you will explore the very nice fortress that you found previously. And until next time, remember, be awesome, be different, just be you. Have a great night, everybody. This channel will be live again Saturday with something. I don't know yet. Haven't planned it out. I'll do something. But have a great night, and see you next time.